Talk about what Cass said, baby. Listen, I, I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more, more. Let me see. Let me come in. Couldn't agree more. We're gonna play a couple of clips. We're gonna have us some fun. Uh, and we're gonna see what these niggas have to say. Okay, we're gonna listen to what the niggas have to say. We're gonna listen to the men who make sense, and then we're gonna talk about y'all being triggered based on some titles in which some women are putting up, but y'all not triggered when sweet Kev, sweet Kev. I'm talking about sweet old Kev when he talk about catering, having women's children cater to the men who want to come in their life. Are y'all fucking kidding me? You mean to tell me that nigga said the most atrocious shit? I need to hear a man come up here and explain this one to me, because y'all have explained all kinds of shit. You've explained away all kinds of shit. You've explained away him lying about his education, him lying about his job, him lying about his career, him lying about himself, him lying about his children, him lying about all kinds, everything. The nigga done lied about everything. And you was able to excuse it. You were like, well, what they got to do with he talk about? What they got to do with he talk about, Mom? What they got to do with he talk about? Y'all know who come to mind when I'm thinking about that. Anthony X. I'm sorry. High pitched voice talking about, well, what they got to do with these over there? What you got to do with each other right now? If he over there telling the truth, what they got to do with anything, man? It don't matter if he's gay. I don't even care if he's gay, man. It don't matter if he's gay. Because all they put in there is that what you got to do with you can That's what that nigga sound like to me. I just think to myself, man, oh man. I can't imagine my sons being like some of you niggas. Like, maybe I was tough. I'm a very loving mother, right? Love my children to death. Will jump in front of a bullet for them. Yes, that is true. I always let them know that too. As long as they do right, I got their back through and through. Right? I made sure that they didn't have to do wrong. So even when they was doing wrong, it was a decision that they was making. But they were children, right? Children don't usually think of consequences. Most of the time, children just want to be a part of the group. Which we was talking about a little bit last night. We kind of got thrown off track because I was trying to get a man's point of view, right? I am not a man. Never have I been a man. And therefore, I can only speak from a woman's point of view. Even when I was a girl, I could speak from a girl's point of view. And if you would notice, girls have always been logical. This nonsense that these black men have started to spread on YouTube, men are more logical. Well, that's a fucking lie. Like, that's a lie. Not no psychiatrist is saying that. Not no medical doctor. Like, they already know that the most logical are women. And it's mainly because we have to think as much as we can about logic, right? They start teaching us about taking care of child since we are young, right? Your baby doll. That's your baby doll. You got to come pick your baby doll up. You got to change your baby doll. So we have to start thinking logically, like early on. Early on. Okay. Now, am I speaking for every woman? No. But I'm not speaking for every man. I'm not speaking on every fucking man. So I'm not speaking on absolutely anyone in absolute no group. But I am gonna talk about these manosphere niggas though. I don't care. Like if you think you're a good man or if you a good dad, if you could classify yourself manosphere, nigga, I'm talking about you. Like I don't even know how to say it anymore. I don't know why I have to say it all the time. If you are a good man, as far as you concerned, but you consider yourself manosphere with these niggas, then I am talking about you, fuck nigga. I don't want there to be no doubt. I'm talking about the niggas in the manosphere, in the black manosphere. So, flap your wings, you clucking ass, duck ass nigga. I'm talking about you. Now, if you happen to be not in the manosphere, then bam, I'm not talking about you, right? If you're a man who know how to stand alone, you don't even need no group. Like that's how men supposed to be. Niggas, I ain't never seen no group of men who said, I need a group. I need a group. Oh my God, I've been waiting for a group. I need a group of men. I need a group of men to come and help me be men. What? What? y'all niggas, y'all niggas that come together, found behind ratchet ass uh pucker duckers ass niggas, motherfuckers, you know what I mean, who are just like the women that they claim that they've been with, although we know they ain't been with any women, because that's why they claim that the ratchet dude is always able to get the woman, and then he claims he's not ratchet. See, that's when he telling on himself. First they'll lie and say they got lots of women. I could name some of these niggas, man. Some of these niggas that come over here, yeah, I've always had women. I always, yeah, Nigga showed a picture of, nigga showed a picture of a woman who he would classify. In fact, I'm not gonna say the name of the person because he used to be over here, right? When we ran into him, he was a lying ass nigga then. Now he became a lying ass nigga. He's always a lying ass nigga. Showing people the women, talking about, yeah, these women, I can always get women. I was like, show me a picture of the women you get. This nigga showed me women who look like, you could tell they're little girls, but not little girls in a pedo way. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about they not taking care of their hair, their face, their skin. They look like they stink in their motherfucking pictures. And you know, that's the type of person these men be telling on themselves with the women they date. Nigga, I'm supposed to think you 6-figure dude, and you just pulled out some, some unemployed ass bitches in your pictures. Talking about these the last woman you was with. I ain't gonna mention his name, but what I will tell you is this. I want to. I'm gonna tell you I want to, right? The last time I happened to be on a panel with this nigga, I was on somebody else's panel, right? And he was already up there. I guess he didn't realize it was me, right? Because I was silent. And he, oh, what this bitch doing up there? I heard him. I ain't said nothing though, because he did exactly what the fuck he had to do. Run. I ain't mentioned this nigga name in many months. Like, I'm not the type who have to beat up on you and continue to beat up on you. Nigga, I beat, I win, and it's over. It's over. I don't hear you say shit about me. I won't say shit about you. But never, ever think, nigga, that you can slide some bullshit by me. Think I didn't hear you, nigga. You spoke out loud, nigga. I just didn't bring it up because we was on Aunt T's channel at the time, nigga. But you's a liar, nigga. You look, you got ousted, stolen valor, and all kinds of fuck shit. You lying ass bitch of a nigga. And you're mad at me, not because of anything I really did to you. You got hurt. Like, I don't even know what you thought, nigga. Listen, you show me weakness and then you come for me, nigga. Like, why don't y'all understand this? Listen, I understand when I tell y'all my weaknesses. I understand that if we ever go to battle, motherfuckers gonna pull it out their pocket. But see, I just want you to know that if I tell you my weakness, that means because it's not my weakness. It's almost like a button that says go full force. Bitch. That's what it means. I done told you, well, yeah, I don't like when people do this, right? And then you do it. I just all you did is I'm letting you know that I'm going full force ahead, nigga. I'm going to tackle you like I am the running back, bitch. Look, I'm trying to run, but then I'm gonna trick up on your ass. I'm gonna turn around and tackle your ass. Fuck out of here. And so this is what I'm wondering. Like, how is it that y'all tell me shit, and then when shit go array, right, go sideways or whatever, based on you not liking who I have on my panel, or who you not liking what somebody on my panel said, you not liking whatever. You never, these people don't even talk about something I've said about them. They'll always come and say, well, I allowed somebody on the panel who said what the fuck they want to say. We are all adults, and everybody's allowed to say what the fuck they want to say. I don't do any of that thing called telling you what to do and not to do. First of all, I can't read your mind. I don't know what you're about to do anyway. I don't know what you're about to say until you say it. And when people come up and they're talking about somebody, and I don't have no issue with the problem with that person, even if I do got an issue with them, I just don't, you know, hey, I have nothing to do with what somebody said. Even if I chuckle, bitch, I chuckled. Now what? What you gonna do? And I'm sick and tired of motherfuckers wanting to come at me. I don't even know why they want to come at me, right? Because you know you're not gonna win, bitch. Okay, you're not gonna win. Yeah. I don't know why you're coming at me because of what somebody else said, somebody else did, or what you thought I said, in your mentally unstable motherfucking mind, as you over there, can't get what you want to get, and then you taking it out on me. But I'm not your punch bag, bitch. I'm not that. Not to punch back. Now I'm gonna get on these niggas, right, in the manosphere, and I'm gonna leave these ratchet ass whores, right? And I'm talking about men right now. But then there, I guess there's a woman or two who I might classify niggerish, right? And I guess just to be clear that I'm not talking about, because there might be some people who say, oh, she might be talking about me. Nah, if you think that I might be talking about you, I ain't talking about you. The one person I am referring to, I'm quite sure, since she always think I'm always talking about her, that's what I'm talking about. Even when I wasn't talking about her, she said I was talking about her. So, but that's right now, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody else who might think, oh, Bob might be talking about, no, I ain't talking about you. If I ain't say your name in a while, because I thought the shit was over. The shit is over. The shit is over. As far as I'm concerned, the shit is over. Okay? We got ratchet ass bitches having issues with their internal system, in their body. Like it won't produce, viable eggs and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like they having issues over there that I never had. See, my husband was able to look at me. I end up pregnant, so I just had to go to the doctor and get some situation done to make sure I ain't have a dozen motherfucking kids. And I really wanted to have a lot of kids, but like theoretically and truthfully, we couldn't afford no dozen motherfucking kids, right? But truth be told, I always imagined since a little girl that I would have a big family, because family is what I do. I love family. Hubby said, well, uh, you want to struggle? He didn't say it like that, but he was like, we can't be afford no dozen kids. And I started thinking to myself, well, shit, I see other people having a dozen motherfuckers. And he was like, but yeah, but are they living or are they working? He said, which one you want to do? You want to work all your life, or you want to at least be able to live some? And I was like, well, okay. I'm not gonna force my husband into having kids he don't want to have, even though I wouldn't have to force it. All I would have had to do was hop on the date, baby. Naturally, what would have came would have been. He would have had to go get the vasectomy. But you know what, ladies? Why is it that we are always the one making these motherfucking uh decisions? Why are we the ones who are um going to get some shit done for the sake of him? Like my husband is the one who was like he didn't want a big family, right? Because and I understood that. But you know, when I mentioned go and get a vasectomy, he was like, he looked at me like that's not even a possibility. And so my ass, I think about that shit now. Like when I had my last son, I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess I'll eventually get my tubes tied. So it seemed like and you know what's so fucked about that shit is me, my husband could have got divorced within, around 10 years of marriage. Actually, no, that I had my son uh after 10 years. I think it was around 10 years of marriage when I ended up having my second son. But um we could have been married 15 years, got a divorce, and his ass would have still been able and capable of having some motherfucking children with somebody else. And here my dumb ass went and did something opposite of what I wanted to do. And I don't want you ladies to do that. Like, I'm letting you know that you don't have to settle. And even if you do settle, right? If y'all come to a consensus, you and your man or your woman, if you do come up with a decision, then it doesn't always have to be the woman who make the who go and get something done to her body. Okay. It worked out fine for me, but I think about what if we had gotten divorced and I ended up with another man who would have been okay with having lots of kids and would have been able to, the okay with that we're gonna do what we need to do to take care of our family. And here I am, I would have been not even be able to give him that option. But my husband could have got with another woman who would have wanted children, his child, and he would have been able to do that. He would have been able to do that for her without any issues. Don't do what I've done, ladies. I tell y'all what I've done. And I don't regret what I've done. But what I do want you to not have regrets. Because what worked out for me may not work out for you. Okay? So do I regret doing what I did? No, only because it worked out. We still together, right? And right now, even if we got divorced, I'm not having no motherfucking kids. Well, I couldn't even if I wanted to, right? But they're not at this age in my motherfucking life. This age in my life, I just want to be a grandparent. Um, but yeah, when you stop being the ones who have to, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Talk about it and think about it and don't do it just because he won't do his part. That's and been to work the next motherfucking day. I was out for 6 weeks. His ass would have been out for just maybe 24 hours at the most. Okay, so don't make that mistake. I'm not telling you not to do what it is that you want to do. What I'm saying is just think about what you're doing and do not put him first. Okay, y'all make that decision together, but think about your body, think about your options, think about if something fail, and Think about what it is that you want. That's all I'm saying. Okay? And for you ladies who don't want to have children, and you know this to be a fact, then hey, do what it is you want to do. And even if you get with a man who wants children, well, you let him know, look, I didn't want no children. And so I done what I need to do. This thing where you might get with a man and man want you to have his child, but you know if you want to have children or not. But do think about it though, because you might get with a man who you love so much and you want to have his child. That's for you younger ones. Now you old motherfuckers like me, you know you ain't thinking about no motherfucking children with no man. Okay. But listen, if I was to get divorced or something would happen, right? And I went looking for a man, I'm telling you, it's about me getting with a man who want to travel and we just want to enjoy our older years. I ain't trying to get with no man who talk about, I would like you to have my baby. Nigga, shut the fuck up. You should have did that way before you met me. You should have did that way before you met me. Now, I'm about to go into this little chat, y'all. In fact, Baller X put this shit up, y'all. And I thought this shit was funny. And I thought it was funny because, like, I am convinced that some of the men in this area is stupid as fuck. And I don't think they listen. They don't understand. They're not understanding YouTube. They're not understanding what's going on. They don't understand that this is a business for a lot of people. Now, it's maybe only a very small few of us where it's not a business, right? For me, it's not really a business. I come on because I enjoy talking to you all, having fun with you all, to be honest, right? If this was a business for me, I'll be failing. Be honest, right? I would be a failure if this was a business for me. Because there's a lot of shit. I don't put out no cash apps. I don't be mentioning shit. You know what I mean? I don't even do that. So I would be failing miserably if this was a business for me. Okay. So this is not a business for me. I never even applied to get monetized. I think that's probably why I get punished, right? Because I always mention I'm not trying to get monetized. Right? There's a lot that get involved with that shit. Yeah, it make it easy for somebody to send you a message and send you some money, but at the same time, YouTube wants to tell me what the fuck I can do. They would tell me, oh, this is not qualified for monetization. That's what they will be telling me all the time anyway. I already know that. Too much cussing, you know what I mean? And yeah, so I'm not going through none of that shit. I would lose the monetization I have on my website fucking around with this bullshit on YouTube. I'm not doing that. Okay, because that's what I would have to do. I already have monetization on my website. Like ads and shit like that. Do the same people. Google. Right? So if I turn around and connect that shit here, if I lose it here, then I lose it over there. And so, yeah, I'm not concerned with that. Now, let me get on to what I'm talking about. We're going to play a little clip, y'all. It's the weirdest thing. It's almost like people not listening. You know, people just not listening. Just not listening. Let me go share screen here. We're going to share. Boom, boom. This sound. We're going to go here. And we're going to play this little clip. Play it from about right here, I guess. Fair use, by the way. And make sure to go give Baller X a thumbs up. I didn't put Taz's name and title, although I wanted to. But I know he don't like that. So out of respect for him, I did not. But I wanted to put Taz ask, are you triggered? Or he said something about his triggering. That's what I wanted to put. But I was like, oh no, Taz don't like me. He don't like nobody put his name in title. So I didn't do it. But I sure wanted to, because we're going to talk about this shit right here, okay? Let me make it bigger. And we're going to play it.
Nigga, the fuck?
Here we go.
focused on a nigga that don't give a fuck about that shit.
Oh yeah, this shit was good, man. This shit was good.
But if you think,
okay, I gotta go back a little bit. Let's see.
Spend $5 with my nigga to complain.
Here we go. Taz was on it, baby. He was on it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what's wrong with niggas. But like take your bitch ass.
Taz's wife doing a stream now saying,
okay, here we go.
Context, niggas.
hey, bro, Taz's wife doing a stream now saying black men are horrible fathers. How y'all even listen to this joke?
So, dude, I don't even know who he is. I've seen his picture a few times. I'm not sure what his name is. Can't see it right now. Dude say, hey, Taz's over here with us right now, right? Taz is over here with the men right now. We chilling, we talking on the panel. But his wife is over there doing that. And how is it that y'all talking to him? And I'm like, to myself, what that got to do with Taz? Y'all see, I think people think y'all know my husband because you know me, right? But I can assure you that you don't know my husband because you know me. I give you a little piece of me. I'm telling you how I think about things, what I think about things, and sometimes it changes, right? Because it depends on situation at hand. All kinds of things make your opinions change. That's how life works, right? But that has nothing to do with my husband. Me and my husband, like the few times that you may have heard me and my husband talking, I might ask him a question. You don't hear me, I question him just like I question the men. Right? I might say, what do you think about this? And I might say, but what about, so like my husband has his own motherfucking brain. In fact, he's a smart man. If I had to tell you who was the smartest of the two of us, I would give it to him. I'm giving it to him. Okay. But I'm a woman. I have a different viewpoint on a lot of things that men. Some of the things my husband agreed with some of the men. Not none of them niggas in the manosphere though. But you know, yesterday when Twin came up and Twin gave us that link, and my husband was up here. He had just come up. I think he was getting in the shower or just got out the shower. I'm not sure. I think he was about to get in. So he was grabbing his stuff, listening. And when I played that little clip of the petter, that's what I'm gonna call him, Chester. I'm gonna call him Chester, okay? My husband was like, whoa, like I was like, whoa, my husband, look. When that dude said that a woman needs to make sure her children is gonna benefit this man. Like, what? That's the nigga who trying to get in relationship with a woman who have children and he want access to her, the children. That nigga was up there trying to convince this woman that if she got a child and he got involved, that you better make sure that child know from age 5 and up that it's there to benefit me, and that it needs to know that the mother is gonna put him first. Where they do that at? See, these niggas, man, these niggas are fucking stupid. Somebody told them the man is the head of the household and he gonna eat first. Where they do that at, nigga? Where you got a child who could be at the house hungry. Your motherfucking child, your children, your seed, nigga. And your child gotta be hungry because you got to come home and eat first. Who taught you that bullshit? And then you know these trifling ass women who agree with you, because they have spent some trifling ass bitches on here. The ones, you know, who I call a motherfucking mammy. See, that's when I call you, that's when you clearly a motherfucking mammy. But you crazy? You mean your husband gotta come home from work? That's if his ass work, right? Because a nigga who work, he ain't worrying about him eating first, because he making enough money for everybody to eat. You see the motherfucking difference, nigga? That means you ain't working, nigga. You ain't got no motherfucking job. You just out in them streets, considering yourself to be hustling backwards, right? Because you ain't making no fucking money. That's why you gotta eat first, bitch, because you scared you might not have nothing to eat after. You ain't providing enough for the whole family. So that's why you on that shit where I got to eat first. Cause you know. And any motherfucking woman who says that her motherfucking husband eat before her children, she ain't worth nothing. That bitch ain't worth the pillar of salt that she should turn into. So you brought a child in the world who can't even fend for itself, even if it's a teenager. It's not even old enough to get a job. It's not old enough to go in there and buy no food for itself. But you gonna put this grown ass man who can't afford to make sure everybody in the house eat. You gonna put him first? Bitch, you better exchange that nigga for somebody new. Or how about this? That thing they keep talking about where a woman chose the government over him. Bitch, choose the government over that nigga. Do it. It's ASAP, as quick as possible. As quick as motherfucker possible. Get rid of that nigga so you can feed your motherfucking children and yourself. This nigga can't afford to feed you. He talk about, well, I need to eat first so I can make sure I'm full. I shouldn't go out there and be hungry. These children don't need to eat. These children just need to do what they do, nothing, and they don't need to eat. Nah, they don't need to eat. They eat nothing at school. They don't need to eat. A bunch of fuck niggas. And let me tell you, some of these niggas on this panel, yeah, these niggas used to say the same thing. Well, you know, I'm a man and I'm the head of the household. I should eat first. Yeah, I get my plate first. Nah, you a whole fucking liar. Listen, you may get your plate first. That's because you the only one who got a plate at the time. The kids had already ate, nigga. They ate and went outside to play. And y'all know this shit. Some of these niggas know this shit, but see, they was on here spreading falsehoods, fake shit, trying to see if they can wipe our brains, ladies. They wanted to try to convince us to do shit that we know ain't right. That shit don't make sense to no fucking body. Anyway, my children eat before me. My children gonna definitely eat before this nigga. The children are the ones, they ain't asked to come in this world. Yes, I'm gonna feed them. You goddamn right. They're gonna eat first. I'm gonna feed them. I'm gonna make sure their dad get a little bit too. You know what I mean? He gonna get his food too. But if we struggling like that, then listen, me and hubby might have to split a motherfucking thigh or breast. I don't eat breast, so I'll give it all to him. I'll eat just the side. I'll go hungry if I have to. I'll figure it out. Go and make me an egg. Make me some egg and rice, something. But no, them motherfucking kids gonna eat first. That's right. You could call me what the fuck you want. You ain't gonna never call me a bad motherfucking parent. And for those of you who think your man's supposed to eat before your children because the nigga not making enough money to make sure, then you a bad parent. You just don't even know it yet. But now you know. Okay? I'm letting you know you're a piece of trash. The nigga done brainwashed. Okay? Anyway, fair use. Let's listen to this shit right here. Let's get back on this shit. These lame ass niggas, they're gonna talk about Taz because what his wife is doing, a woman, what she's doing her thing. She's over there taking care of business. And these niggas want to talk about, well, why are you listening to him? Listen to what she say. That'd be weird if, if some people heard me talk and then they say, well, Mr. Bomb, we don't hear nothing you say because we heard what your wife said. Well, all you got to do is just question him about what he, and most of the time he'll be like, yeah, that's what she think, but here's what I think. Or he might say, I agree with her to a degree. And my husband, he likes to explain. He does this explaining thing, right? Yeah. Anyway, let's get on it. Better play button that. God damn it. I got too much shit. Gotta make this shit smaller so I can see it. Hit that escape.
Yeah, what that got to do with me? Go listen to her, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what's wrong with niggas. But like, take your bitch ass over there and listen
Bro,
to her,
aren't you a black man that's a father?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Then your wife is doing the stream saying black men are horrible fathers?
Yeah. I say, but I've never said that black men are horrible fathers. The stats say that though. Right? We could go and look it up. They release in the home, this, that. I don't like there's a lot of things that I can really just go factually, like do what the men are doing, talk about here's the stats that says this. Now the men be lying about the stats that they claim. See, what they do is they find some black manosphere man who wrote something on a site. I don't think y'all know what opinion mean, right? An opinion piece is an opinion piece. So when they say that there was an article, which there was, I'm not sure if y'all even know how you get opinion pieces in newspapers and in magazines. You know, they pay you for that, but you got to prove that you know how to write, right? They looking for certain topics. Right now, you could go online and see what these newspapers and big magazines, what type of topics they looking for. And you can literally write and give it to them, right? If they approve it, then they'll pay you a little something, right? But if they put opinion on it, then that just means that all you did was give an opinion. They are always looking for black content. Something to do with black families, black men, black women, black children. That's a good job to have. I mean, if you're a good writer though, right? You got to know how to write. And so this guy in the manosphere wrote a piece and submitted it. It got put in the magazine and it says opinion on it. There was nothing that man put that was factual. He didn't even put no links to where he got his information from. It was all opinion. Now these niggas are running around talking about, see, they say that black men are the best fathers. And even in that case, he happens to be talking about the black men who are active fathers. Why would he be talking about all black men? All black men aren't in the household. All black men aren't even fathers. And all of the ones who are in the household aren't even the best fathers. But it just so happens that they talk about it, make it seem like it's facts. Oh, it was in the magazine. I go to the magazine, I quickly read. And let me tell you, I don't have to read what they say, right? Unless they tell me what they said, and I'm going to make sure they say what they said. But the first thing I do before I take my 5 minutes, that's all it takes me to read an article, right? I know how to fast. I do read pretty fast. But before I even do that, I go straight to the credentials. I want to see where they cited their information from. Like, where are they getting their information from? You only have to read the article. Once you realize that they ain't cite no information, right? And what they cited is just other opinionated information, then you know that anything in that article isn't factual. It's just somebody's opinion. Just like no more, no less than what I'm doing in this stream when I'm talking. I'm giving my opinion. Now, when I start dealing in facts, I'm going to pull some shit up for y'all. I rarely ever do that unless I'm disputing other people's so-called facts. Okay? The difference between me and most of these motherfucking ass niggas is the fact that when I do speak about my opinion, it's based on life experience, like something I actually went through, or somebody really close, like I watched them go through it, not that they told me they went through it. I don't even use those excuses. I don't be like, well, I had a cousin and my cousin told me that she didn't do this and did that. Nah, if I even mentioned that it was a friend of mine or a cousin or somebody I know, I'm telling you that not only do I know that they actually went through it, because I was there watching them. I was there with them through it all. These niggas be talking about, well, my cousin's cousin's cousin. They married some dude and the dude didn't do this. Once they say my cousin's cousin, I'll be like, okay, ain't no need in listening to the fucking thing you say, nigga. You ain't got nothing to say. You don't have no experience. You don't even know what you're talking. Your cousin's cousin could have told your cousin a lie. Your cousin told his cousin's cousin, and then that cousin told you. By the time it got to you, the story all twisted. The fuck out of here. Some of you niggas is old enough to have lived some of this shit, but you haven't. Talking about, well, these children ain't this, or black people ain't. Nigga, where you live? You don't even go outside. You don't know what people doing. Motherfuckers on YouTube just like you, nigga, or on the internet. Anyway, here we go. Let's get back on track.
Like some niggas is. You don't defend them niggas?
No, I'm just saying. You just asked what that got to do with you.
Right. I mean, shit, I'm not and never have been a horrible father, so what the fuck would that have to do with me?
I'm just saying that
See how much sense that make? 100% sense. He said, they were like, well, your wife is over there talking about black men being horrible fathers. And he's like, yeah, she's over there talking about that. If you want to go over there and talk about that with her, nigga, go over that. And he's like, well, your wife talking about being a horrible father. Aren't you a black man? Yeah. Aren't you a black father? Yes. But it got something to do with you. He like, why would that have something to do with me? I'm not and never have been a horrible father. So he's like, why should I worry about what she says? She's talking about the black men who are horrible fathers. I talk over here about the niggas who are niggas. Niggas niggering, just nigger, cooning. I talk about all these niggas that's doing that. But the ones who not doing that, I'm not talking about them. If you're not doing any of that, I'm not referencing you. If you are, though, I'm talking about you. And I don't give a shit if you know that I'm talking about you. Straighten your shit up, nigga. Now, let's move on.
the title has something to do with you.
Right. The title is triggering. It's for the men who aren't good fathers to get triggered, for men who can't take what a woman says to get triggered. And they're gonna run over there and cry and come back and spend $5 with my nigga to complain about something.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't take it personally that your wife said it because your wife doesn't know me as a
father. But I'm just saying though,
but your wife knows you as a father. She knows you as a black man as a father. You're probably the best example that she has.
Let me do this.
That's the problem. Like, hold on. Come on, Ty City. Don't cut that off right there because this is an important point. I don't have to be the person she's talking about. I know y'all need me to be. But if you think that's a question, call in. It's a call-in show. Call in and ask her like the last 75 motherfuckers have. Like at some point, again, y'all start sounding redundant. And that's why black men are busy calling in repeatedly while y'all bitch ass niggas over here talking to me. You can't even reach the men that you want to stop calling her because you're so busy focused on a nigga that don't give a fuck about that shit. Stop niggas from calling her. Just don't talk to me about it. It ain't my fault they calling, nigga. The fuck?
I think a lot of cats are triggered by that. You got to admit that it's triggering. You gotta admit that shit. You know that. You know it's triggering.
Yeah, it is. It's triggering for y'all.
That's the part. That part right there. Yeah, it is. It's triggering for y'all. For those men who know that they are good fathers, it's not triggering to them. When people are on here talking about black women do this and black women do that, and then these niggas be like, bomb is triggered. Why would I be triggered? You're not talking about me. In fact,